Hello, everybody. Welcome to our daily desertification process being run on the earth. Yay! How does it get any better than this? So let's get started. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Let me take my buzzing phone away. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And you can use your hands to run this process, point them towards the earth if you like, and just ask for this process to run. It's really not anything you have to do. You just ask for the process to run and it will. Even if you don't feel it, quote unquote, it still is running. Just ask, is it running? Yes, no. If it's not running, then let's repeat it. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So just allow this process to run. And please just receive at the same time from the earth. It's just really important that you also are receiving. And please know, Access Consciousness has quite a few body processes. If you really want to have more knowledge about them, there are body process facilitators all over the world that are allowed to facilitate one or two processes at a time. There might be somebody around you that does that. And then there's also the 3-day body class, which is facilitated by 3-day body process facilitators, where you get a whole manual with all the current processes in it, and you get to exchange body processes for 3 days on each other. It's really a phenomenal class, especially if you have stuff with your body going on. Ask your body if it would like to go to a class. But also, there are processes for animals. Not all of the Access body processes work on animals, but a lot of them do. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And somebody says that they're having trouble with their animal that is sick, please just ask the body what it would like to receive. Is energy work going to be what's required here? Does it need to go to the vet? What's going on? Please don't assume that processes are the end-all answer. They're just a tool, a very potent tool. And you have to be willing to stay in the question and not come to conclusion ahead of time. And animals too can just be sick from something, and it's really not that big a deal. So you can really just ask, hey, what do you require? And sometimes they can just sleep it off too. So please be in the question. We tend to panic because they don't speak like we do and say, "Oh, it hurts over here. Can you please do something about that?" I don't know what's going on, but they do still speak to us. It's just different, and you have to be willing to trust yourself. And you know if it's important to go to the vet or not, you know. So let's run this process: elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And you hear the rooster in the background. Sometimes the peacock too. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Let's ask the process to intensify. It's not a how, just ask for it. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And again, please receive from the planet, receive. What else is possible? And the peacock here at the ranch is not Dazzle. Dazzle lives at the house in Houston with Gary and Dane. I wasn't sure what you were asking, but he's called Dazzle, I think. And Dane loves him, and he hangs out a lot when Dane is there and doing his lives from there. So some of you may know the peacock named Dazzle, but he lives in Houston. Out here at the ranch, I don't think they have names, but we do have a few of them here. They're all white. We have 2 males and a couple of females, so they make different sounds than the chickens. And right now we even have a dove, so the birds are calling. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please, let's intensify this process one more time. And please know it doesn't matter where you are, if you're in a city or sitting someplace in the forest, it doesn't matter. It matters and it doesn't matter. Meaning, don't make it significant how close you are to the earth. Just know that you are creating change. Please be aware of that, and please allow for that. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please intensify it one more time. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please be this energy as much as possible throughout your day. I know sometimes it can get really busy and we just forget, but the more you ask to be this energy, then you can just be that energy all day long. What if we really started to just be that energy for the earth? And please don't be surprised if all of a sudden the earth is starting to talk to you more. Because when you are really tuning into something energetically and you're willing to receive, then you will also get more information. So the earth might start talking to you in a more dynamic way. Please receive that and then just see maybe what changes you can make also in your life that would be a contribution to the earth. Maybe things you hadn't thought of before, maybe little things. Like really sometimes just what are we purchasing in a grocery store? What company are we buying something from? Where is it coming from? And maybe the same product from a different company will create a different future. Just little stuff like that that we don't often think about. But you make impact with everything you choose. Please know that. So please be aware of that. There's so many details to everything. You don't have to go crazy, but stay in the question when you go shopping. Like, what is possible? What is available? One more time, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please keep running the process. Like I said, please, please, please don't stop just because I am stopping. I am not stopping. I'm stopping the broadcast, but I am not stopping. So what if you also just kept running it? Thank you all, and I'll see you again.